Nightmare.
So when you was on my door, I was really a little nervous. No, I was a lot nervous. But you convinced me that you were going to do top quality work and you wasn't going to leave me until you was done.
All right. Now, do you remember? So all that is true. All that is true. Now, do you remember when I first knocked on your door? The first thing that we were doing before we got into the other contractors in the work. Do you remember or no?
No.
Okay. So to give a insight, we were doing a outside job at another neighbor down the street. Anytime we do big jobs, because we were doing a driveway, so we had the concrete truck and the other truck with the dirt and to take it to the dump. Anytime that, and it, the street isn't that big, so anytime we do a big job to where we have to have other vehicles out, we go to the next door neighbors and we do give them the flyer. And the first thing we do is just let them know, like, hey, this is us. Yes, if we're too loud, if our vehicles are in your way, things of that sort. Just call. There's a phone number with all of our information on there, phone number, address, and things of that sort. We let them know, like, hey, just call the office if we're disturbing you. Now, in addition to that, if somebody also wanted to get something done, like, hey, what are y'all doing? Do you do X, Y, and Z? Then that's where the conversation came up as far as, do you do kitchens? Like, yes, we do.
Yep.
And then it took off from there. It took off from there.
My mother told me to wait for somebody to knock on the door because we were done with contractors. So you knocked on our door.
Really? So how did this? Because you guys aren't from here, right?
No, we're from Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh. So when you moved down here, you didn't know anybody. Basically, you didn't know anybody. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you have a lot of. Okay. So how was it in the beginning when you was first trying to get this done? Because you was trying to get this done for a while now. What was the problem that y'all kept running into as far as the other contractors? What was going on?
We signed our final papers for our home in April.
April of last year. So last year.
And from April of last year until almost, what was it? What's the month before April? March. We have been looking and have dealt with about 4 other people.
4 people.
About 4.
So like, what happened? Why wasn't someone able to get this done? Like, did you try calling? Did they?
They would just come and they would just the work. I asked for a steel door between the 2 spaces between my house and the additional. And I watched him take a door down and go to put the new door up. And he was there for like an hour and a half to insert this door that was already framed out, that the door was already there. And I kept looking at it and I said, that's the same door. It wasn't even a steel door. It was the same wooden door. I was like, you gotta go. You gotta go. I can't do
I
that.
got a better one.
You have okay.
Yes.
What happened, Miss Tia?
The man who was supposed to come and do the add-on to the kitchen, her closet fell. Just fell. The rack just fell. He said, "Oh, I can do that. I'll fit that." So he did. It was a nice closet. It was a very nice closet. He put shelves and stuff in it, but she put the bar up there and she hung her clothes down, and the whole thing fell out. The whole thing just fell out.
And you know what he said?
We didn't.
That's an easy fix. That's what you was here for in the first place, was to fix that.
Wait, so let me get it straight. So he fixed it and said it's done, and then you put your clothes on it.
And it fell.
It fell again.
Instantly.
And then he said, "Oh, I can fix it."
It's an easy fix.
It's an easy fix. That's an easy fix.
It's an easy fix.
Oh, I'm looking at him like,
but why did I have to pay you in the beginning to put the shelves up at the top? What?
I didn't even ask for that. All I asked was the bar. But you gave us a remodel closet, and it still just fell.
So then what happened after that? Did he end up fixing it again, or what happened?
No, I was done.
We was done.
I
think he was the
worked
third
really
one.
hard. I
was
worked
the third
really
one.
hard for my money. Really hard. So if I see that you're incapable of doing what I need to have done, I'm not going to haggle with you. I'm not going to haggle with you. Like the one man, he came in, he said, "Oh, I'm back. I think we can like continue." And I said, "Back from where?" I said, "You're not getting in here." He called me from the driveway, and I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And then I met you.
And then
Oh
you
my
met-
gosh, I met you. I met you.
Yes.
So yes,
Hell, wait till they knock on the door. I am not paying no one else. They're gonna have to come to me. And you did. You came. Thank you.
and we do hear there's a lot of people that
Thank you.
might spend money for someone to come out and the work is subpar, and even though you need to get it done, you just maybe thinking like it's too much. I'm already working. I'm busy. Do I really want to keep calling people to be disappointed? To keep getting
Yeah, we
disappointed?
Yeah, we stopped.
Okay.
We stopped.
So yeah, I came to the house. They both told me all their problems. And I was like, this is definitely something that we can solve. Now, because of what had happened, I didn't want to with the Audrey Home Improvements. We're not just a regular contracted company. I didn't want them like we're not a guy in a truck. So I was like, you know what? Before we talk about numbers and contracts and anything, why don't you come into our showroom, check us out, meet the management staff, the crew, and see if we're a right fit for you. So we had you guys come into our showroom, right here at 2317 Hope Mills Road, and tell me about that when you guys came in. How was that experience?
It was nice.
Mhm.
And you were really helpful. We wasn't quite sure if we wanted white cabinets or gray cabinets, or I knew I wanted a durable backsplash, and I knew I needed a countertop that was going to withstand the duration of time. And I told you all these things that I needed, and you directed me into the right places, showed me different samples, and even when we thought we were going to find a sample on your wall and we wasn't quite sure, we were haggling, one of your staff members showed us some backsplash on the computer, and we actually went with the backsplash that she showed us on the computer.
Miss Daleen, yes. So that's also one thing that we like to let our dream homers know is that we have quite a big selection of samples, of hard samples, but we've done thousands of jobs. So let's say you're not finding something that works good for you, we just go on the computer and we just show you different jobs of other kitchens that we've done, cabinets, countertops, backsplash, and you guys are able to find one that works best for you. Now, so after we made our selections, we got our agreement together, we ordered everything. How long did it take for us when we came out to the home? I want y'all to let the audience know. We started on a Monday, I believe. We started on Monday. How long did it take for us to finish your kitchen?
2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
So we started on Monday, and we finished on Tuesday.
And we actually had an add-on.
And we had an add-on.
And you had an add-on.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so tell me about this
actually
add-on. So when we signed the contract initially, it was just for the kitchen layout.
The backsplash,
The
and
backsplash,
counters,
Right.
and cabinets.
Now, what's this add-on that happened? What happened about that? How did this come about?
I said to Mr. Renee that I was thinking that I needed an island in there.
No,
Because
you
we
want
have-
an island.
Okay, I wanted an island in there. Because it's a little kitchen and we only had a little bit of space, counter space. And he said, no problem. He said we could just we could get a cabinet and we could put it right here and I could give you a nice countertop on top of that. I said, you can? He said, yeah. I said, it's gonna cost me a lot. He said, we'll work it out.
That's good. So, Mr.
And the
Renee,
counter, the island is fabulous.
the island's fabulous. So the island she's talking about is going to be in this video right here.
Your dream home improvement is who to call. Summer, spring, winter, including fall. We the top in the business cause we do it all. If it's home improvement, we've come to bless. 12-step process, leave your home the best. Dream homers trust us, we don't leave a mess. Dream homers trust us, we'll get your home in check. Reflection makes perfection. Your dream home improvement, we the best connection. Dream homers impressed, so we never stressing. All hands on deck, cause the team's a blessing. We hope you get the message. Leave your home in our hands and we'll do the bestest. We hope you get the message. Your dream home improvement is here to step in. Reflect who you are. Your dream home improvement is who to call. Summer, spring, winter, including fall. We the top in the business cause we do it all. If it's home improvement, we've come to bless. 12-step process, leave your home the best. Dream homers trust us, we don't leave a mess. Dream homers trust us, we'll get your home in check. Reflect who you are. Your dream home improvement accepts the call. Reflect who you are. Your dream home improvement.
Okay, Dream Homers, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. So based on that video that we just saw, that was the island add-on that Miss Audrey and Miss Tia wanted to get put on, and we're getting a lot of views on it. I'm pretty safe to say you guys are satisfied with how it came out.
It's beautiful now. It matches the floor. It's just
it's a hard dark hardwood floor.
It's beautiful.
He said get the butcher block top, which I would have never thought to get. He took the time and he stained it for us and everything, so that we would not have a problem with it.
Great.
And the butcher block top, we had extra. So he put it down the back side where the stools go, so that when they're kicking it, they're kicking the butcher block top and not the back of the cabinet.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about cleaning the.
Yeah.
He really did a
really nice job with that cabinet.
Yeah. Him and his workers were really thorough.
That's good. That's good. So the work.
Cleaned up. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what happened?
They cleaned up. Yes. I went over there and couldn't find a screw nowhere. They cleaned up. Sawdust, nothing.
So you're telling me they didn't just do the work and leave everything at the home? They cleaned up.
They cleaned up.
Oh,
they cleaned up. Yes, they did.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Now, one thing I want to also mention, we get this from a lot of. There's a problem out here, to where, as far as someone might show up and start a job, and then they don't show up. They just disappear. So Monday, when we finished, what are you guys thinking as far as when you saw the guys packing up their tools and leaving the house? Did y'all think, are they going to come back the next day? Or y'all knew they was going to come back?
Oh, I knew.
That's good. So you guys were at that point to where you knew that.
I knew that was coming.
Mr. Renee he said, we're done for the day. We'll be back tomorrow.
Right. And I believe
And he told us the time he was coming back.
I believe it.
Yes.
And he just was yeah.
And we do that a lot, because there's a lot of times to where you might hire somebody, they'll show up for a day, and then you don't see them. So we've had customers, they freak out, who've had previous experiences that weren't the best. They're like, why are the guys getting their tools? Why are they leaving? Are they coming back? So we always like to, for people who haven't done work
What about
with us.
the ones that come for the day, bring all their tools and all their stuff, and then just don't come back for 3 and 4 days? We had that too.
That happened to you too?
And he also said, you can pay me after the work is done, but left everything there. Everything. He just left everything there.
He just left, so he left the mess. He left the mess.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And Mr. Renee told us how to clean it up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He sure did.
So his stuff was still there even when we came?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So he just left. He just left everything.
Just left everything there.
And Mr. Renee told us how to clean it up.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's very interesting. It sounds like you guys have been through a lot during this process, as far as from the beginning last year in April and all the way up to now, and you was able to get everything you wanted
In 2 days.
in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Yes. With an add-on.
With the add-on. With the add-on.
Yes.
And then as far as the crew, you guys mentioned they cleaned up after themselves.
Yeah, they were really nice. nice.
As far as punctuality, what did we show? How was the punctuality?
They showed up when they said they were coming, and they were going by. Yeah.
So regular Monday to Friday, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Not staying
Yeah.
out too late, waking everyone
And
up.
we have a little small driveway. They pulled over on the side so we could get in and out of our driveway. They were really not an inconvenience at all.
That's good.
Yeah, they really made sure that they wasn't blocking us or anything like that. So that was really nice.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So
It's those little things that you don't see that make it like, oh wow, they are very professional. Like, look, the driveway's clear and they got 2 trucks out there.
right.
And it was just such a relief.
Yeah,
I felt like when the job was done, they loaded up their truck and they drove out my driveway. I felt like I was like 100 pounds lighter.
Really.
Just from getting that stress up off my shoulders about
I called
trying to
everybody
get this
video.
place
Look, it's finally done. Look, it's done. It was so nice and pretty. Yeah, I videoed everybody.
Yeah,
Good.
it was amazing.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to know that. You know, when you call, pretty much everyone says, "Oh, we're professional," but then when they come out to your home, you might not see those practices or mannerisms. But it sounds like when we say, "Hey, we have a professional crew, and we know what we're doing," you guys can vouch for us to say, they went above and beyond.
They know what they doing.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they doing.
That's good. That's good. Okay. And then, so now we got the job. So now the job's complete. And then, what's next?
We got another kitchen.
Another kitchen. So dream homers, stay tuned. When we do the next kitchen, we're gonna do the other kitchen.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna come back for part 2. And and we'll see how that turns out. But I appreciate you guys coming and spending time with us today to tell others about your experience. And like what we mentioned prior to the show, there's a lot of people. It's hard to find a contractor you can trust these days.
Yeah.
So like we here at your Dream Home Improvements, we try to let people know that we're here, we're local, we go try to do the whole Fayetteville area. And, whether if it's a full renovation, remodel, even something smaller, you can feel comfortable in hiring us and, whatever your home improvement and renovation needs are. So we always love to have people.
And that was our biggest problem in the beginning, because the kitchen that we had done was a small kitchen.
Right.
So I really thought that a company would not embrace us. Like, I thought maybe like a handyman or something on those lines can more or less help me out, because it was a small kitchen. But I know now that it don't matter if the job is small or big, you have to go to a legitimate company.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. We try to focus on our niche is full home renovations, additions. Those are what we specialize in. But there aren't that many handymen out here that are reliable. So it's like we would rather take on a job that's smaller. It's the right thing to do. And even though it's small compared to other jobs that we've done. Look at the impact that it's having. And that's the thing we're trying to do. We're trying to show people how we do things. And hopefully, the Fayetteville area get better as far as finding reliable contractors. But that's why we want to have you guys on the show, to let people know, even if it's a smaller project, that isn't, the whole home, it's just a room or area, we're here about improving lives and making things better, providing a service. So, we'll definitely like to take on that, that scope of work and, put smiles on our neighbors' faces. But,
It was good.
Good experience.
that's good. Well, we appreciate y'all for coming on to the show. And now, so you guys came in, you were customers, you were clients, and now you guys are
Family.
Hey.
No.
No?
Yes.
I don't
Dream
know.
homers. Dream homers.
Sorry, dream
Part of the
homers.
Dream Homer family. You know, yes, family.
You get.
But yes, we're.
We didn't say that in unison, though, did we?
We did.
Family. That's how y'all make us feel, though.
You know, I'll take family. I'll take
Yeah,
family.
that's how y'all make
You're part
us
of the
feel.
Dream Homer family.
Yeah.
And that's why we always like to tell people to have your home reflect who you are. So thank you guys for coming.
Sir, say.